How to find work as freelancer. And again, finding the first gig, whether you're salaried or a freelance, will be difficult. But the big one is networking. Again, I understand due to COVID, it's going to be difficult to sort of go out there, do meetups, and talk with people, sort of face to face. But definitely something to consider if you can do it in your area. Um, it's something to definitely consider to go face to face or mask to mask, as it were, with other developers and entrepreneurs and get in contact with them. Um, Again, once people can sort of connect a name to a face, you find I find it's a lot easier to sort of make that personal connection, and it's a lot easier to sort of sell yourself as a developer, um, and find work that way than sort of going the online route. But if you do, but obviously with today's climate, if you don't feel comfortable doing that, you can definitely use sites like Upwork for opportunities. Upwork is a freelancing website. There's certainly others as well. You're definitely have options as far as that goes. There's multiple sites that have freelancing opportunities. Even Craigslist. If you're in a densely populated area like New York or the Bay Area or Chicago, even a site like Craigslist has opportunities. So for sort of freelancing development work. And leveraging your existing contacts. A lot of people don't realize this, but if you do come from another industry, you'd be surprised at by your current network, your existing contacts, the people that you've worked with, might need some technical assistance. They might need a website. They might need a project done that is technical. That is a website. And a lot of times, a lot of people don't think to leverage their existing contacts because they think, oh, I was in the retail industry, or oh, I was in this industry before I got to development, and it's definitely something to leverage as well. Sort of get in contact with old coworkers, your old bosses, and see if there's something that they either need or know someone that needs something. And then social media marketing. This is more of a lesser option. It's not something I personally do, but I do know developers that have a DBA, a doing business as name. So it might be like their last name consulting, and they'll create a website to sort of present themselves as being a larger consulting firm, and then do things like Facebook advertising and social media advertising to sort of get leads that way. It's not something I've personally used, but and it's not something I think is all that successful, but it is something that you might consider doing if all these other options don't really work for you. And as far as tips to become a successful developer, network, network, network. It's very, very important. Again, I know due to COVID, it's going to be harder to do that, but I definitely, if you have any opportunity to network with somebody, to go to a local meetup, I do know that some states are starting to loosen restrictions. So if you can sort of attend meetups and talk to people like an entrepreneur, whether it be technical or entrepreneurial, you can definitely go to those. Each state has their own Department of Commerce, and I know they also hold events as well for businesses. That's definitely a good thing to sort of check into as well. You might be able to network there with business owners and entrepreneurs to provide projects for them as well. It's a lot of it's being creative as well. You could strike up a conversation with somebody and have your card ready. If you have a business card, let's give it to them, and you never know where that might lead. So you'll definitely see a lot of different. I'm sorry about that. Sorry about that. Something just popped up on my screen there. Had to get rid of it.
Yes, so
Yes.
sorry about that, William. I actually have launched a poll, a survey. So the attendees, if you could please take out a moment before you leave and answer the poll questions. Back to you.
Okay. Yeah, not a problem. But yeah, so yeah, so network, super important. Um, didn't realize what the time was. All right. So definitely have a strong portfolio reflective of your skills. So again, definitely have people who definitely have projects that reflect your skills that show um, potential clients what works, what doesn't work, or show them what your skills are and aren't. So they have a good idea of what to expect from you as a freelancer. Develop a specialty as a freelancer. So again, whether you're the best person that works with this library or this framework or this technology or whatever it is, make sure that you sort of develop a specialty. For instance, I have a strong proficiency in dealing with people in the education sector, working as an educator myself, and building projects that leverage educational information. I found that that's something that works for me, and you definitely can find something that works for you. Be it sort of the space that you came from, a technology that you are very passionate about. Um, Whatever it is, you want to find a specialty as a freelancer to sort of set yourself apart. Don't set your rate too low. Again, you definitely there's definitely, if you set your rate too low, there's always a sort of a race to the bottom as far as setting your rate, and you'll never win that race because there are definitely third world developers that are charging single dollar prices for development. I find that if you price your skills appropriately, um, and you don't try to undercut or sell yourself short, you'll attract more clients that are more likely to do business with you and do repeat business with you. I find that if you work with clients that want the cheapest rate, they often take issue with something that you've done. And that's just something I found in my experience. I think it's better to have a higher rate than a sort of lesser rate. Keep your skills up to date. Touched on that already. Consider presenting at a local meetup to establish, build your brand. Not particularly important, but something to think about as well. Putting it all together. Uh, Demand is growing. There's tons of demand for web developers. You need technical and soft skills to sort of succeed as a developer. Networking in person is the best way to secure clients. Sites like Upwork are a good alternative to today's climate. Salaries range from 35 to over 100 depending on factors, your experience, where you are, the stack that you use, your specialty, that sort of thing. Developers require solid, consistent learning to stay relevant. So always keep learning. Um, and QuickStart does provide a bootcamp. If you are looking to become a full stack developer, definitely has job ready skills, remote learning, help you build a portfolio, career counseling, certificate of completion from university, and flexible payment options.